Amara sat by the window, staring at her reflection in the glass. Her makeup was perfect. Her dress glittered under the restaurant light, but inside her heart, envy burned hotter than fire. She was waiting for Chike, the man every woman in the office talked about, the man she wanted for herself, but who had chosen another woman, her colleague Nneka. From the first day Chike joined their company, he had been polite, ambitious, and kind. Everyone liked him, but what Amara couldn't understand was why he fell for Nneka, a quiet, simple girl from Enugu who wore no makeup, ate local food, and didn't even have an Instagram account. How could he pick her over me? Amara thought, sipping a drink. Then the door opened and Chike walked in. His tall frame glowing under the light, but her smile froze when she saw Nneka walking beside him, hand in hand, laughing like she had just won a prize. They didn't see Amara. She watched as Chike pulled a chair for Nneka, kissed her hand, and ordered her favorite meal. Amara's heart twisted with bitterness. That should have been me. Good morning, Amara, Nneka greeted warmly, holding a stack of files. Her smile was soft, too soft. Morning, Amara replied coldly without looking up. Everyone in the office knew about Chike and Nneka's relationship. They were like the office fairy tale couple. People teased them, others admired them, but Amara hated every second of it. As she watched them from her desk, laughing near the copier, she clenched her pen so hard it snapped. Are you okay? Her friend Ifeoma asked. Amara smiled, but her eyes were cold. I'm fine, just thinking. But deep down, she was thinking of how to destroy Nneka. That evening, Amara scrolled through Nneka's Instagram page, newly created by Chike. Every post was about love, dinner date, matching outfits, roses. Her blood boiled. Then she saw something that made her heart stop. An engagement photo. Chike had proposed. She said yes. The caption read, Amara's vision blurred. For a long time, she stared at the screen, her chest rising and falling. She whispered under her breath, if I can't have him, no one will. The hall was filled with bright lights and happy faces. Nneka glowed in her silver dress. Chike held her hand, proud and smiling. Amara stood among the crowd, pretending to celebrate, a fake smile masking a dark thought. She had offered to help Nneka plan the event. That was how she got close again, pretending to have moved on. She brought Nneka a drink. Here, bestie, she said sweetly, to love and happiness. Nneka smiled and lifted the glass. Thank you, Amara. You've been such a good friend. Amara forced a laugh. Always. But what Nneka didn't know was that one of the glasses had a few drops of something deadly. Amara had mixed it earlier in the restroom. A substance she brought from a herbal seller who promised it will look like fever, not poison. She watched as Nneka took a sip, then coughed softly. Are you okay? Amara asked innocently. Nneka nodded, just a little dizzy. Amara smiled. Maybe it's the excitement. Within minutes, Nneka began to sweat. Her eyes rolled back. She gasped, clenching her throat. Somebody help! Chike shouted, rushing to her. Chaos broke out. The music stopped. The crowd panicked. Nneka was rushed to the hospital while Amara pretended to faint in fear. But deep inside, she felt a twisted satisfaction. Finally, she thought she had won. Amara walked into the hospital with flowers. She acted shocked to hear Nneka was still alive, though in critical condition. Chike sat beside the bed, his eyes red from crying. She's not waking up, he said weakly. The doctor said it was food poisoning. Food poisoning? Amaka repeated, her heart racing. Yes, they are testing everything she ate that night. Amara forced a calm smile, but her hands trembled. Oh, that's terrible. He nodded. They will find out what caused it soon. Her throat went dry. As she turned to leave, she noticed a nurse watching her too closely. Something inside her began to whisper, you've started something you can't finish. For 3 days, Nneka lay motionlessly on the hospital bed. Tools ran from her hands, her breathing shallow, the machine beeping softly beside her. Shike had barely slept. He stayed beside her every night, his head bowed in prayer. Amara visited again that morning, pretending concern, but her heart pounded like a drum. Every beep of that monitor felt like an accusation. Shike, she said gently, placing a hand on his shoulder. You need to rest. You haven't eaten in days. He nodded weakly. I can't leave her, Amara. She didn't deserve this. No one does, Amara whispered, forcing tears to her eyes. She will wake up soon. I know it. But deep down, she didn't know what she felt anymore. Guilt or fear. Amara walked out quickly, her heels clacking on the pavement. She pulled out her phone and dialed a number. Hello, a rough male voice answered. It's me, she whispered. The thing you sold me, it didn't work. She's still alive. What? The man hissed. The taint can't fail. Are you sure she drank it? She did, but she didn't die. The man chuckled darkly. Maybe her spirit's strong. Some people, their she know they sleep. Amara bit her lip. I can't get caught. The police are investigating. Then pray they no test that drink, the man said coldly. Because if they do, you are finished. Amara's stomach tightened. The world suddenly felt smaller, suffocating. The police had visited Ineka's home for evidence. Amara, pretending to help, followed one of the officers, holding her breath as they searched the kitchen. Madam, the officer said, we found an unwashed glass from the party in her purse. We will take it for a lab testing. Her heart skipped. That glass. She smiled faintly. Of course, officer. Anything to find who did this. But as she turned to leave, she caught a glimpse of herself in the mirror. And for a moment, she didn't recognize the woman staring back. Her eyes looked haunted. That night, something strange happened around midnight. Ineka opened her eyes. The nurse on duty gasped. Doctor, she's awake. Shike rushed in. Ineka! Thank God. Her lips trembled. Her voice was weak. Shike, where is Amara? It blinked. She was here earlier. Why? Ineka's eyes filled with tears. It wasn't food poisoning. It was my drink. What do you mean? Shike asked, confused. I saw her, Ineka whispered. Before I fainted, I saw Amara watching me, smiling. Shike's face froze. His heart sank. Are you sure? Ineka nodded slowly, she said. To love and happiness. Then everything went dark. Shike felt cold all over. Amara was trying to appear normal, but her mind was spinning. She hadn't slept properly in days. Every sound made her jump. She was pouring tea when someone knocked on her door. Her hands trembled, spilling tea on her fingers. She opened the door and froze. Two police officers stood there. Miss Amara, one asked. Yes, you are needed at the station. It's about Miss Ineka's case. Her voice shook. Why? Did she wake up? Yes, the officer said. And she mentioned your name. Amara's lips parted, but no words came. A word crashed in an instant. Amara sat opposite the inspector, her hands trembling. Miss Amara, he began calmly. We've tested the glass from the engagement party. It contained traces of a poisonous substance, likely mixed into a drink. She swallowed hard. I don't know anything about that. The inspector leaned forward. Ineka said you gave her the drink. Amara's throat tightened. She's lying. I would never. The inspector raised his hand. We are not accusing you yet, but we will need your fingerprint and a statement. Her heart raced. Can I call my lawyer? Yes, he said, scribbling on a file. But I will advise you to tell the truth, because once the lab confirms whose prints are on that glass, there will be no turning back. As she signed the papers, tears blurred her eyes. For the first time, fear replaced anger. But she still whispered to herself, I won't go down for this. Ineka sat up weakly in bed. Shike held her hand. She will pay for what she did, he said bitterly. Ineka shook her head. Let Kama handle her. I won't press charges. Shike looked shocked. What? After what she did to you? Nneka smiled faintly. If I fight her, I will become like her. Let God handle Amara. Outside, lightning flashed across the sky. Amara sat by the window, trembling as she stormed the rage outside. She poured herself a cup of tea, trying to calm her nerves. She didn't know the police had returned the evidence to test for fingerprints again. She didn't know that her life was about to twist in the most painful way. As she raised the cup to her lips, thunder struck loudly. She jumped, spilling the drink. Then her phone buzzed. It was a message from the herbal seller. Madam, that poison gets spirit. Once you use harm on innocent person, it comes back for you. Be careful how you drink them. Amara froze. Her hand trembled. Her breathing quickened. She threw the cup away in fear, but it was too late. A drop had touched her lip. She felt her throat tighten. Her eyes widened. Her scream was swallowed by thunder. Amara gasped for air. The teacup shattered from her shaking hand. Her throat felt as though fire was crawling up from her chest. She stumbled toward the sink, coughing violently. God, what is happening to me? She cried. Her phone fell to the floor, the screen still glowing with the herbal seller's message. Once you use it on an innocent person, it returns to the sender. She tried to vomit, to scream, but the pain only worsened. Her vision blurred. In the chaos, her mind replayed Nneka's smile, the gentle way she always forgives people, the kindness Amara once mocked. Why did I do this? Amara sobbed. Why? And this hate cold house, the poison had found its way home. Nneka was sitting up, stronger now. The doctor smiled. You are healing well, Miss Nneka. You are lucky to be alive. She nodded. God gave me a second chance. Chike walked in, carrying breakfast. Good news, love. The police said Amara confessed before collapsing last night. They found her unconscious. Nneka's eyes widened. What happened to her? She's in the ICU, Chike said quietly. They said she drank the same poison. Nneka's lips parted. For a long time, she said nothing. Then she whispered, Karma doesn't miss its way. Amara lay pale and still, tubes connected to her body, and once flawless skin now dull, her lips dry and cracked. Her mother sat beside her, weeping silently. Amara, my daughter, why? What have you done? Amara said weakly, Mama, I wanted to be loved. I wanted what she had. Her mother shook her head. You had everything. A good job, a bright future, but you let jealousy blind you. Tears rolled down Amara's cheek. I thought taking her away from him would make me happy, but now I feel empty. Her voice broke as she cut violently. Tell her I'm sorry. Her mother stopped harder, clenching her hand. The nurses rushed in, but it was too late. Amara's story has ended, not by Nneka's hand, but by our own choices. Nneka stood with Chika outside the small church, watching as mourners carried Amara's coffin. She felt no hatred, only sadness. She was my friend once, Nneka said quietly, before envy changed her heart. Chika nodded. Some people lose themselves trying to destroy others. Nneka looked up at the cloudy sky. I forgive her, because if I carry her pain, I will never heal. She whispered a prayer under her breath. May her soul find peace, and may others learn from her story. Life had moved on. Nneka and Chike were married now, living a quiet life away from the noise. Their love had been tested by pain, but it grew stronger through forgiveness. One afternoon, Nneka visited an orphanage. She donated food and told her story to a group of young girls. She ended with a calm smile. Jealousy is a silent poison. It kills the one who drinks it. If someone else shines, don't dim their light. Light your own candle. What belongs to you will never pass you by. The girls clapped softly. One of them asked, Auntie, did you really forgive her? Nneka nodded. Yes, because forgiveness isn't for them. It's for you. It sets your spirit free. As she walked out into the sunlight, she looked toward the sky. A sky clear and bright after the storm, and whispered, Rest well, Amara. May your story teach others what mine could not. Moral lesson: jealousy and envy are poisons that destroy from within. When your heart burns with hate, it is your home peace that turns to ashes. Be content, be kind, and trust that fate never forgets. Every seed we plant returns to us in time. If this story shocked you, drop your honest answer. What would you have done if you were Hininka? Your comment helps this story reach more people. So hit like, share with a friend, and subscribe for more rich stories where karma never sleeps. Thank you. Bye.